What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have a good-looking slate tonight. We got 6 games, so kind of on the smaller side of things, but all the games lock within an hour, which is beautiful. 3 games at 7 o'clock Eastern, 2 at 7:30, and 1 at 8 o'clock. So chances are we get a majority, if not all of the news before lock, which, for a guy like me who needs to update a website for everyone, makes my life a whole lot easier. So that always fills me with joy when we have no, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock games on the main slate. We already have some pretty big value out there. We'll get into that. I mentioned on my Twitter account free credits for my website. In this video, I will give you a code that you use on my website, and it applies the credits into your account. As usual, I'll give you that after the first couple of my plays in this video. Had a pretty rough Sunday. I did do a free 2-game early slate that a lot of people DM'd me for. The FanDuel did really well, so that was the, one and only bright spot of Sunday. It was a weird feeling Sunday. It was our first Sunday without NFL football since whenever it started, since the first week of September. So I didn't really know what to do with myself. The 2-game early only slate gave me something to do at least, but it's weird. We got the Super Bowl next weekend, and then, we're thinking about baseball season after that. But let's get into my plays here. I'm doing my sleeper promo still. If you use my code FDGuru, all caps, I will either give you an NBA weekly pass, just message me, or $10 cash. I don't care either way. The weekly pass is a little bit more valuable, but I know people like cash more. So whatever you want, use that code. Send to me that you use the code, and I will pay you or give you a membership on my website. So for the first play, a lot of stuff that I've looked at today, really like Steph Curry. I think he's pretty properly priced at Brooklyn. It's not like a 10 out of 10 matchup, but he's been playing really well as of late, but he's pretty adjusted to 9,500. If you remember about a week ago, he was only, 85, 8,800. I think his price is pretty right at 9,500. You could go to him. He's coming off of a 60-point game. I like Tyrese Maxey a little bit more. And for whatever reason, Maxey might be carrying lower ownership than Curry going into tonight's slate. Great matchup. He's at home, no Embiid against the Mavericks. We know what he's capable of doing. He's gonna have to really pull this team so their record doesn't get bad without Embiid. Embiid's gonna be out for a little bit. Torn meniscus, tough break. We have Tobias Harris also questionable in this game. I don't really think it matters for Maxey either way. He's going to have, ultimate usage against a very bad Mavericks defense. We do have Kyrie Irving coming back for the Mavs. I don't really care about his defense, but in terms of point guard, Maxey looks like a great spend up, needs 46 fantasy points to hit value. We know he has 60-point upside in this matchup. You could go up to Luka if you want. I think we're going to get the value that we need tonight. You got Kyrie back, so it definitely doesn't help, but I also don't think it really hurts Luka either. It's still Luka Doncic. He could get you 70 fantasy points every single game. He's going to get you over 60 as he's done the last 7 games. So if you have the money, go up to Luka too. I like Maxey. Curry's in play as well. Point guard looks like a good spend-up spot on this slate. Shooting guard, we're going to go to Podziemski. He looked like a good play even without the news now that we have a doubtful Andrew Wiggins. This is going to make Podziemski look like one of the best value plays on this slate tonight. 5,700, needs 28 fantasy points to hit value. He's been playing huge minutes as of late, 36, 34, 38 minutes, back-to-back, really, really good games, 50 and 38.7. There's a chance he starts tonight, and even if he doesn't start, he's going to easily see his normal 30-plus minutes tonight. Again, even if Andrew Wiggins played tonight, Podziemski would have been a viable value play on this slate. The fact that Wiggins is most likely out makes Podziemski look even better. Really, really like him. Multi-positional eligibility, shooting guard and small forward on FanDuel. It's going to be tough to get away from him in this matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. For my promo code, go to my website. You got to be signed in to an account if you don't have one. It takes a second. Just confirm your email. No credit card required, and you get $50 in credit on my site when you make an account. These credits are currency you use. NBA. For tonight, for example, I post around a half hour before lock, so 6:30 Eastern. Main slate, NBA, FanDuel, and DraftKings. You'll see cash and GPP options. Go to the shop page. This is where you usually buy all of your Guru credits. Go to the coupon bar. Type in the date, Feb. Because it needs to be 8 characters, I did 05. So Feb 05 NBA. Type that in, hit apply coupon, and you will get 10 credits applied to your account after everything reloads itself. Just give this video a like. I love doing these giveaways. I love having as much people on my content as possible. But all I ask is you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and I help you out, and put my alerts on so you don't miss when I post videos. Small forward, he kind of screwed us last night. Or last slate, I should say, but I'm still a believer in him. He came back down to earth. I like Jonathan Kuminga again tonight. His price is pretty right. He's by no means like a smash play like he was previously, but I still like him. I think we're going to get lower ownership on him tonight. He's going to play a ton of minutes. And as I've said in the past, he's like the number 2 guy behind Steph Curry. Klay Thompson is looking washed up. Andrew Wiggins is out tonight. Even if Andrew Wiggins was playing, he's been awful. Kuminga is the number 2 scoring option on this team. Now, Curry dropping 60 is obviously going to overshadow Kuminga's production against Atlanta. He also had a bullshit foul. I don't know if you guys saw it. In the fourth quarter, he double tapped the Hawks player's shoulder, and they called a foul, and he fouled out because of that, so he missed the last few minutes of the game. He wasn't going to really get there anyways, but it's tough to ignore what he did before last game. He was averaging 40 fantasy points a game, 7,500. He needs 37 to hit value tonight. Again, his price is, looking pretty correct here. I still do like the upside of him in this matchup against the Nets, and the fact that this price will probably reflect in lower ownership across the industry. So the fact that he's going to be lower owned than other previous slates makes me like him a little bit more. But again, if you can't get up to him or you want to go to someone else, go for it. By no means is he like a priority. But he's a guy I'm going to want to try to get into my lineups tonight. Multi-positional eligibility, small forward, power forward. Again, the 60-point game by Curry, it's going to be tough to produce when he's taking a shot every time down the court. But I like Kuminga a lot again tonight. I like his props. They dumped back down to 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists, which looks really good. All over Kuminga. Again, no Wiggins either, so he's looking pretty good in my eyes. Power forward, maybe the easiest play on the slate next to Podziemski. We got Onyeka Okongwu. Clint Capella is ruled out. I think he's going to miss a couple of weeks, if I remember seeing that post correctly. Reevaluated in 7 to 10 days. Yeah, so he's going to be out a couple of weeks. Obviously, Okongwu is going to get adjusted. He's probably going to go up to 7K, maybe even 8K, depending on how well he's playing. But tonight, it's an easy value play at 6,000. I think he's low 5,000s on DraftKings, which makes him even more of a smash play. I like him to get 30 fantasy points in this game. He played 36 minutes last game. The guy's been super productive off the bench behind Capella to begin with, which is why his price is 6,000. But it's not a price that is, made for Capella being out. So we're going to want to take advantage here. A huge thing as well on FanDuel, he can play center and power forward. In my opinion, that's the most important multi-positional eligibility on FanDuel, because power forward and center allows you to do a lot of different things and mix and match different players. I like Okongwu a lot. Probably going to be in 100% of my lineups tonight. There's no reason not to love him. Obviously, he was playing 25 plus minutes with Capella. He's going to be easily projected for 30 plus minutes tonight without Capella. Love this guy. He does a lot when he's on the court. 22-16 against the Warriors last game. Pretty good matchup against the Clippers. He's at home. Should be pretty up-tempo. Okongwu looks really, really good. And then for center, not sure how much I really love this play yet, but Jakob Poeltl looks really good at 5,900. A good matchup against the Pelicans. Their backup center just got ruled out tonight, too. Not that it really matters because they hated playing him. Jonte Porter, I don't think that really matters, but Poeltl at 5,900 looks good. We've seen him at 7,000 before. We all know what he's capable of doing. He played 33 minutes against the Thunder. Not only was he coming back from injury and he played 20 minutes, so they kind of eased him back in, to play 33 minutes in his second game back from injury tells me they feel really good about him because even when Jakob Poeltl's 100% healthy, he's not a guy that usually plays 33 minutes on any given game. So really good thing to see there. He cooked 19 and 12. We know he's a great rebounder. He can run into defensive stats in a hurry. Needs 29 fantasy points to hit value. He's projected for over 30 tonight. He looks like a pretty good value play, center only. But like I was describing earlier with Okongwu, his multi-positional eligibility allows you to pick Poeltl and put Okongwu in at power forward, which is a really nice thing. I'm either going to fall a little bit off of Poeltl as we get closer to lock, or I'm going to just love him either more. I think it's going to be a black and white situation. I'm not sure which way I'm leaning yet, but Poeltl right now is catching my eye, and you should be focusing on him when building your lineups tonight. That'll do it for this video, guys. I'm excited for this slate. This slate looks really good. We only have 10 more days until the dreaded All-Star break, which I literally will have nothing to do. Maybe play some hockey, which I don't even enjoy doing. But let's get after it tonight. Hopefully we can bounce back, have a nice start to the week. Like the video, subscribe. Until next time, guys, I am the FD Guru. Peace.